I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
Flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. We made it to the end of another week. Hope you guys all had a great week, productive week, and everyone's doing well. We're going to Judge Boyd. You know, as a famous South Park character once said, drugs are bad, okay? They're bad, okay? Don't do drugs. Okay? Yeah, this is a very good example of why you don't do drugs. If you forget your husband's name, that's not a good sign. If you get your husband's name tattooed on your face and you forget what you have tattooed on your face, I would hope you got called out for that. Judge Boyd does not disappoint. Before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
She's right here.
I'm a friend.
Positive judge for methamphetamines, opioids, and amphetamines.
It's on the violation. Okay. Here's the problem.
This one.
You've been missing your reporting. Thank you. You've been missing your reporting.
Yes, I've been in and out of the hospital the past 3 weeks. Well, I left AMA by myself and I stopped taking my antibiotics. Like I have PID, tubular ovarian cyst, and
So how does meth play a role in this?
it doesn't. I messed up. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, you're not under oath or anything, but how often are you using?
I really don't. That's why I was asked her. I said maybe it's a Xanax. I took that method, but I don't do any of
Are you on medication for Xanax? Do you have a prescription?
No,
So you're still not supposed to do that.
I understand.
So here's the thing, your attorney's not here. You need to report to your pretrial services officer today. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Ferguson?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna have you have the seat, and can you have Robert Geyer, that's her pretrial services officer, see if he can zoom in? No. Oh, yes, you're right. It's the attorney. It is Stephen Avina. So just have a seat. We're gonna have your pretrial services officer zoom in. All right, y'all wanted to.
All right, I almost deleted this clip because that was only about, 1 minute, and I didn't think she came back. But when skimming through her jury trial that she had right after this lovely female was at the beginning of her jury docket. So, yeah, let's go.
If you can unmute, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi, thank you so much for zooming in. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am, of course.
All right, so before me is Haley Moy. In my understanding, you all had difficulty contacting her? Or basically you had no contact with her?
So on her initial reporting for orientation date, she did not report. However, on the 2nd of January, I was able to make contact with her and conduct her orientation.
All right, when is
to go
her,
over her condition.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
On the 2nd of January, I did conduct her orientation for conditions of bond.
All right, so when's the last time you had contact with her? Was it the 2nd of January?
No, ma'am. So on the 1st of February, I had contact with her and she informed me she's on bed rest. However, we've never received any documentation.
All right, so I'm going to give her a deadline to give you all documentation. And I am going to want her in outpatient treatment. And if you could waive the fees for that, because she tested positive in court today.
Okay. Yes,
So
ma'am.
when are you going to have the documentation?
Yeah, I have an appointment next Wednesday with my doctor, and that's when I can get her handwritten. So right now, I'm just getting it on my chart from university. They don't let me screenshot anything. They said for security.
That's okay. So you're saying Wednesday, the
For all of you that don't use my chart, it is a security thing. They don't let you screenshot your medical records on that app, just like your bank accounts. If you try to log into your bank account and take a screenshot with your phone, it's not going to let you. It's going to come up all blank. And for obvious reasons, right? They don't want even, yeah, I'm going to stop mumbling. But yeah, obvious reasons. We'll keep it at that. But that is probably one of the few things that she's saying that might be true.
21st?
Yes.
All right, so are you able to schedule an appointment with her on Thursday or Friday, the 22nd or 23rd?
I can.
No,
I
no,
can
no, I'm
call.
talking to him.
Oh, okay.
So, Your Honor, you wanted her to have outpatient treatment, is that correct?
Yes.
So I would actually have to submit a transfer to a separate section in our office, and that would be entirely based upon what they can do.
Okay, but before, so who would she? I want to make sure she reports and gives proof of the hospitalization.
Correct.
So can she report on the 22nd or 23rd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with bond conditions. I want to continue with the random drug and alcohol testing. There is going to be outpatient treatment. And I'll ask that fees are waived since she has these medical issues.
Mhm.
And she is to report with proof of hospitalization and medical diagnosis and treatment. No later than February 22nd. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right. Is there anything else she's going to need with you all?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much for zooming in.
Yes, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. So, Miss Moy.
So, Miss Boy, yeah, I'm gonna say it's about to go down, but it's really about to go down when her husband walks up. So I'm gonna reserve my it's about to go down for about 2 minutes, and then you'll get it.
Who brought you down here today?
My husband's mom,
No, there was a guy in court that you were hugged up with. Who was
my
that?
husband.
All right. So if he were drug tested, what would his results be? And let me just tell you, I'm not even asking.
Probably the same as mine.
All right. So this is the thing. You cannot be using drugs and be with a person who's using drugs. What's his name?
Probably
Cody what?
good at.
You don't know his last.
Yeah. You have to think about what your husband's last name is. Yeah. You probably need to stop doing drugs, okay?
Last name?
Good at all. I don't know how to say it. I'm not
No, I mean, you should know your boyfriend's or husband's last name.
good at all.
Is he in the hallway?
Mhm.
Have him come in. Could somebody call Cody to come in, please? Where are your parents?
They're not in the picture.
Do you have any family?
Um,
Oh, you know what? His name is on your face. Turn to the side. Let me see what it
no,
says.
it's not
Cody,
Banks.
is that his name?
No, that's not his last name.
Well, who is Cody Banks?
That's just
He's a Secret Service agent. Everyone knows who Cody Banks is. I mean, come on. He's the not Secret Service. He's the undercover kid, right? Was that who Cody Banks was? I don't know. It's an old show. I really don't remember. I feel like I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I don't know. What was that? 15 years ago? 10 years ago? I have no idea. But it was a long time ago.
that's just what I got on my face. It's not his last name.
Okay. All right. What's your last name
Hello,
and your first name?
Cody.
And who's Cody Banks? All right. So you Cody Guerrero and Cody Banks?
It's just a nickname.
You didn't know his nickname?
Well, I saw my face.
All right, Cody Guerrero. I mean, I know that some Spanish names are hard to pronounce for, how do I say this? I don't want to say us. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Apparently, I didn't have a court pause, so I got to edit that out. But he doesn't have an unusual last name, right? Guerrero. I don't understand why you struggled with that. She said Guerrero, right? I feel like she started saying something with an A, and then I don't know. Maybe I can't hear. All right, let's go.
No, I mean, I asked you who that was. I asked you if that's the same person. You said you don't know. All right. And there's Sue. So your mother is the person who brought you both down here today? And brought you all both from where?
My grandma.
All right. So you all are living with your grandmother?
Yeah, she has a house in the back. Yeah, we stay.
All right. I'm sure your grandmother doesn't want people living in with her who are using. So this is what's going to end up happening. And I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you need a place to stay, it's not going to be with him. I'm ordering no contact with Cody Guerrero or Cody Banks. And let me just tell you what the reason why I'm doing that. He's not under any type of jurisdiction of the court, so he can continue to use if he so choose. I don't recommend doing that because I don't think you want your grandmother or your mom to have to identify your body. You need to go somewhere and get into treatment. And whose name is over your eyebrow?
It's Vanessa.
Vanessa what?
Vanessa.
Finessing? What are you finessing?
Everything.
All right. Not doing a good job, but okay. So,
Boom. I love that, Judge Boyd.
oh, here's the thing. You are not allowed to live with him. He's in the throes of his addiction. You're in the throes of your addiction. And two people who are in the throes of their addiction cannot help each other. Because if you try to stop using, which you're going to have to, guess what? If he's using, you're going to want to use. And if you try to stop using and she wants to use, you're going to use because you're together. So you're not allowed to live with him anymore. You understand? Mm-hmm. So there's Haven for Hope. There's Salvation Army. They actually have a great women's program as well. And you can try Lifetime Recovery. And I'll add on here a referral to Lifetime Recovery. But you should not be with him. And do you have employment?
No, I received Social Security.
For what?
Schizophrenia.
I'm sorry, for what?
Schizophrenia.
All right. So you should not be coming down with her for this. You understand? And you all shouldn't be dragging your mother and your grandmother into this. All right. And you don't want anybody to have to identify your body because the last time you use may be the last time you use. And don't be going to hospitals and doctors to try and get medications when you really shouldn't be getting medications. Do not doctor shop, because when you doctor shop, if one of those doctors, for example, forgets to put something in a system or something breaks down with communication, another doctor could prescribe you something that could cause you to have your life ended. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm going to email Stephen Avin.
All right. Last pause of the video. There's only about, I don't know, a minute left of the clip. But when I first heard that, I thought Judge Boyd was kind of reaching past her duties, telling her not to doctor shop. I didn't understand that. But now rewatching it, the fact that she's going to the doctor and she's going to get paperwork, I can see, why Judge Boyd just put that in there. So that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that's all I got. I've been working hard this morning. I've already got a couple videos, so I'm gonna have a couple videos pop out today. As always, live tonight at 8 p.m. Hope to see you guys there. Till next time. Bye.
And I'm going to tell him to add no contact with Cody Guerrero, Cody Banks, and a referral to Lifetime Recovery. And just as a side note, when you're doing tattoos of people's names on your body, there are only two safe choices. Your mom, because usually people's moms love them and they're always going to be there for them, and children. If you end up leaving him, guess what? Your boyfriend going to be asking, who is Cody Banks? You may be able to slide a little bit because Cody
She left out Jesus.
Banks is the name of a Nickelodeon show, but otherwise you're not going to be able to slide. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Make sure you report to pretrial
Is
services.
my other court date reset?
No, it's the same.
So for today?
Ms. Ferguson, if you can make sure she has a reset form so she'll know when to come back to this court, but you're going to pretrial services on February 22nd.
Yes.
And then you have a different date to come back here, okay?
Okay.
All right. And make sure next time you come in, tops need to be able to cover the stomach, okay? All right. Good luck to you.